is going on, everyone? Star Fox Wii U. This is my, oh, I need to fix my camera. My second most anticipated game for this holiday and Nintendo's holiday lineup. So just want to talk about the game. Now, when the game was first revealed at E3, it got mixed reviews, a mixed reception. I was one of those that said, well, the game could look a little better. Come on, Nintendo. But when I saw the Treehouse Live gameplay and just how the game played, I was like, okay, they nailed the gameplay, in my opinion, from what I saw. I have also seen some say that they would prefer not to use the gamepad, where you have to keep looking up and down in the gamepad, to aim in one direction while you're flying in another direction. But I see it can potentially offer some cool gameplay mechanics. And I learned from Splatoon not to just count out the gameplay immediately, because in Splatoon, when they said that gyro controls were also an option in the game, I went right to right stick for the shooter for controls. But when I switched to the gyro controls, I found that it was a lot more precise and just offered a better overall experience. So hopefully, maybe this is a small learning curve with the gyroscope in Star Fox. But once you nail it, hopefully it will result in better gameplay. But the gameplay was of a little bit of mixed review. But what really had a negative reception was the graphics. I said this before. If you look at Star Fox Assault on the GameCube, that game looks almost as good, minus the resolution, of course, because it was standard definition in the GameCube. But just the graphic and the art style, it looks almost just as good as Star Fox on the Wii U. But like I said, when I saw the Treehouse gameplay, the game is smooth. From what I recall, the game is running at 60 frames per second. So, you know, the controls are going to be tight and precise. I'm a stickler for great gameplay. That's why I love Splatoon so much. The game just plays great. And so I love Star Fox on my Super Nintendo. I was hooked on that game. I still remember playing Star Fox on my original Super Nintendo. I still remember Star Fox 64, love Star Fox 64. I did have Star Fox, what was the GameCube one that was horrible, where you're flying around with dinosaurs or what? Star Fox Adventures. It was all right. It wasn't as bad as everyone was saying it was, but it was okay. I loved Star Fox Assault I think it was Assault, the subtitle for the one on the GameCube. I love that game. One of my favorite ones, especially. Didn't too much like the ground stages when you're running around in Star Fox. It would be great. I wouldn't mind it if the gameplay was great, more tight, but didn't really like it. But the combat missions where you're in the vehicles on the GameCube, loved it. I love Star Fox Command on my original DS, where you draw the routes to where you want your ships to go, just the strategy element. And now we're coming full cycle with Star Fox Zero on the Wii U. It's not a remastering or HD improvement of the original Star Fox. It's more of a remake, where you have the same core story elements, but all new stages, all new enemies. The game just looks cool. Perfect example is you start off in Corneria, but the final boss battle, you have two ways to beat the boss. You can take him out on the outside, destroying the different parts of the ship, or once the ship opens, you could blast off a part of the ship and actually fly inside the ship, transform into the Walker, which is a reference back to Star Fox 2, game that never came out officially, but it is out if you can get emulators or whatnot. You could take out the first stage boss internally, where you're walking around, going inside the ship, a la sort of like Star Wars. And so pretty cool. This is my second most anticipated game this holiday season. Definitely a day one purchase. Another downfall to the game, even though I primarily get Star Fox for the single player campaign, it would have been great, I can't admit, after just playing Splatoon, to have some type of multiplayer element in the game. I doubt Nintendo's holding that to their chest and just going to surprise us with this. The E3 would have been the perfect time, but who knows? They had a horrible E3 and started revealing great things afterwards, so we'll see if they do it, but I doubt it. The game, as of right now, does not have any online multiplayer, which is a real bummer. Would have been cool to have dog fighting and just a full fleshed out multiplayer. Just imagine in the walkers, a mode where it's online multiplayer and everyone's a walker hovering and just rolling. It would have been cool, just with different vehicles, the tank, maybe we don't know if the submarine's in it. People say that they didn't like. I love the submarine stages on the original. Was it Star Fox 64? Yeah, the submarine stages. And so would have loved to have some type of multiplayer element. It doesn't, but I can imagine that the single player campaign will be great. Another thing is the game is being developed by Platinum Games, and you already know how Platinum Games gets down. Bayonetta 2 wasn't mentioned at their E3 digital event. It was mentioned in the Treehouse event afterwards, but the game all in all looks great. What are your thoughts on Star Fox Zero on the Wii U? Will you be picking it up, or is it a game that you're gonna probably skip? All right, that's it for this video. If you're not subscribed, make sure you click subscribe to stay up to date on all things Nintendo. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.